around here.
Anywhere in the center of the aquarium.
Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, she figured it out.
And you're live.
Cool. Hello there. How's it going, guys? Just a quick hello. This is Ray Higdon, and we're here. We got people kind of coming in. We got a nice, small, intimate crowd right now. We may bar the doors at a certain time so no one else can get in. But having some fun, just greetings from our house here in Estero, Florida. And how's everyone doing? All right. So if you're on here, make sure you post in the group that the live stream is starting so that other people can hop on and get some good nuggets and have some fun. Thomas, we're good?
Well, I don't know because there's a delay, so I'm hoping.
Okay, good, cool. All right, so you'll see our very nice aquarium here.
Where'd all the fish go?
The fish are a little camera shy. I'm not seeing any fish. There they are. Hey, thanks, guys. No, that's actually a Blu-ray. Funny. But yeah, we're having a pool party. We're having some fun. We got some friends over, some teammates. Jess, why don't you come up here? I got my beautiful, very pregnant wife, Jess, here. Here she is. Yay. So Jess, what do you got to say to Team Start Living?
We love you.
Oh.
We're really excited for today, especially and what's coming up this year. We have some good trainers that are coming, so that should be a lot of fun. And if you guys, I feel like a lot of you don't reach out to us, be too busy, or we've got a lot going on. If there's a question that you have that's not support related, let me just preface that's not support related, but if you have like a marketing question or building question, or you have people you want me to talk to on a three-way call, reach out to me. If your upline's not available for some reason, reach out to me because that's what we're here for. So I've gotten that a few times lately that somebody's, thinking, oh, I really have this person I'd love for you to talk to, but if you're too busy, it's okay. It's never a bother. We can always, make it work. So just wanted to kind of share that. Yeah,
it's believe in our power to manage our time. And I think some people are trying to maybe manage our time for us and say, oh, they're too busy. Well, we're really, really good at managing our own time. So we'll tell you, if we're busy or anything like that, but we want to help you. Obviously we go to the events, we do these kind of cool things because we're very serious about helping you build your business inside of WorldVentures. So babe, let's talk a little bit about dream trips, because I know there's a few people that have yet to be on a dream trip. Mm-hmm. What's been your favorite dream trip so far?
Ireland.
I knew you were going to say that. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So why was that so cool? So cooler than the Masters? Was that a dream trip?
Well,
right?
The Masters was a dream trip. Well, the Masters was really for my dad.
Yeah.
So it was awesome experience. But I'm not a big golfing fan. If I were, that would by far be my best favorite trip.
So why Ireland? What was awesome about Ireland, and why was that cool?
Well, number one, we got to go with some of our closest friends, so that was awesome. I loved just the unique experience that they provided. Everything in Ireland, for those of you that haven't been, is kind of spread out. So we didn't have to think about a thing, and we got to see pretty much every part of Ireland and every cool thing there is to do. I'm sure there's more to do, but I think it included something like almost 30 excursions, 30. Mm-hmm. So we didn't do all of those, but we literally just woke up and they had a bus that was waiting for us with our own private tour guide that took us everywhere we needed to go. All of our hotels we were pre-checked into. Yep. They were all really cute boutique 4- and 5-star hotels. Breakfast, most lunches and dinners were included. Yep.
All breakfasts, all dinners, and even some lunches were included. And that was right around, I think it was like $110 a day. I mean, that included the hotel, which every single hotel was more expensive than what we paid for the entire trip. But every hotel, breakfast, the excursions, dinner, and even some lunches.
Yeah,
Pretty
they
cool.
just had it really planned out. And when I go on vacation, I mean, he's kind of like, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to go here. But I'm
she
like,
needs a vacation after our vacation.
yeah, I'm the one that's like, I just want to relax, and whatever we do. You know, I'm sure there's cool stuff, but let's not plan too much. So it was really cool that we got to see so much, but I literally didn't have to do a thing. So we just showed up, and that was really neat, and I loved it, and we had a blast. So much fun.
Cool. And I can tell you, you know, every single time we've been on a dream trip, we always come home and recruit more people because of two things. One, our belief in the product is always built when we go on a dream trip and see how cool it is. And number two, just sharing the pictures. And so, you know, if you're attempting to recruit people, if you're attempting to sell the membership and you've yet to be on a dream trip, and there's some very affordable ones. I mean, there's one right now in Pennsylvania to Hershey for like $289 or something like that. There are some affordable ones. There's some cruise ones that are inexpensive, but it's difficult. It's like, you know, me trying to tell you how great a restaurant is that I haven't been to. And so, you know, being on a dream trip is that's really, really a key. And, you know, one story many of you have heard me say is when Zig Ziglar, famous sales dude, when he was selling pots and pans door to door, step number one is you had to buy the pots and pans. You had to use it. You had to use the product so that when someone came at you with objections, and you knew from experience that the pots and pans actually worked. We happen to have those pots and pans, by the way. We actually bought them from a guy, and not the original. That'd be weird, but same company. And but I'm telling you, you know, use that product. I just, for us, and you know, we look at we just had one of our neighbors that saw our back window, asked us about the vacation club. We got them on board as customers, right? They weren't interested in building the business, but we got them on board as customers, which is how you get paid anyway. And they just came back from the US Open and they loved it. They went on the US Open dream trip. They said it was awesome. It was a great suite. It was just awesome. And, you know, here now, her dad, who also lives in the same neighborhood as us, you know, she took him to the Masters, got to experience the Masters. He's now telling all the golfing buddies, which, you know, now this neighbor down the road is now telling all their friends. And that's how this works. Okay. That's how it works. It's not just make money, make money, make money, make money. Yes, you can make money. And we're very grateful that WorldVentures pays, but we would be in this whether it paid or not because the product is so amazing. And so just make sure, you know, book a dream trip. It's seriously, I know, you know, some people, they look at this as a business and, you know, they're like, I need to make money before I spend money. Well, if you spend a little bit of money and go on a dream trip, you know, I don't get a toaster or anything like that. I don't get a point kickback or something like that. But you get to experience the product, which is infinitely going to help you when you're talking to other people. And by the way, I am convincing you not to buy pots and pans, but to buy a vacation. You know, very, very difficult, right? You know, I mean, come on, you know, go on a vacation, summer, pick a dream trip, even if it's, you know, not the big lengthiest one, pick one, run with it, take lots of pictures and rock this thing out. So awesome. Well, babe, boot camp's coming up, events.worldventures.com. Going to be an absolute blast. Boot camp was the first event we ever went to. Incredible. It's a different vibe than the other events. It's very, very, I'm going to say hardcore. It's kind of hardcore. It's hardcore. It's more detailed training than some of the other events. I think you're going to love it. You know, I'm excited to be there and see you guys there. We'll rock it out. But awesome. Anything else, babe? I'll bring up
anything else.
Yeah.
I think we just have some amazing trainers here, so I want everybody to hear from them.
Cool.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, nothing else, but we'll see you guys very soon.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Leah, why don't you come up here? And you can salsa your way up here. Is that what you do when you're?
Oh yeah. I mean, just all the time.
Is this salsa? I
Yeah, this is salsa.
This is salsa.
This
Nice.
This
Okay,
is
salsa.
considered professional salsa dancing.
Awesome. All right. So please state your name for those that do not know. Name, where you're coming from, how did you get into WorldVentures, to share a little bit with everyone.
Absolutely. My name's Leah and originally from France, but I've lived in Fort Myers and Tampa throughout the last 9 years. And the way I got involved with WorldVentures was actually through online marketing and finding people like Ray and Jess. And I just love the product. I was actually in health and wellness before, and this was just so much sexier.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
And then of course I love the culture. So
yeah. Now you did. Correct me if I'm wrong. You did the Vegas dream trip. Is that
I
right?
did.
How was that? How was that Vegas dream trip?
Amazing. I was 21 at the time, and so for me to be able to stay.
And that was like last year, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
just,
It was 10 years ago.
Like it sounds like. I
was 21. It was so long ago, But I was. It was an amazing trip because being 21, I was basically recently out of college, and for me to be able to stay in the suite that I stayed in. Everywhere else that I looked, it was about $3.99 a night, and let's just say I paid a lot less for staying 3 days there. It was phenomenal, and it was at the Palazzo, the Venetian.
Palazzo's amazing. They're all suites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, some people they don't know where to use our product. Like if they're not going to do a dream trip, hotels we crush it. I mean, we absolutely crush it. We Jess and I stayed at an amazing. She's got a nice hat on. Come share the hat, babe.
It's
very nice. Very nice. Very good. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we stayed at the Cosmo, had an amazing suite, and it was $300 cheaper per night than on the hotel website. And so if you're staying at a hotel and not using Rovia, you're like crazy. So just know that, our product isn't just dream trips, although that's pretty darn cool. It's also using the actual product. What else was cool about the Vegas dream trip?
It was just being around a team.
Did you guys have parties? Did you?
There was a pool party that was amazing. Yeah, all you can drink, and I was 21. So
Yeah.
That's always fun, And actually, fun story about Rovia. 2 of my friends and I went to a salsa congress in Orlando, or not congress, but a social get together in Orlando, and we decided to stay that night last minute. Everywhere else we looked, it was about $100, $169. On the Rovia site, we found something so much cheaper last minute, and it was actually a 4-star instead of a 2 or 3-star where everywhere else was more expensive. So
nice.
And that was last minute.
And that was Vegas?
That was Orlando.
Oh, Orlando. Oh, cool. Awesome.
It was just a side story, yeah.
Now you've recruited a few people here in the last few months. What's some tips out there for the person who's yet to recruit anybody? What tips can you give?
I would say make conversations with people. Ask a lot of questions. A lot of the people I've brought on, they're actually in my warm market. They're people that I've met recently. So they weren't, my old friends, but they're people I've met through salsa, through just being out and about. And it's just being nice, being friendly, getting to know them and seeing where there's a need. If they're talking about how they haven't been on a vacation in a really long time, see if they're open to finding out a way to travel for less.
Nice. So. Just converse, see if they're open. Cool. Awesome. So there's an actual Congress for salsa. Is that right?
Yeah, and actually it's happening.
It's intense.
It's very, very legitimate. Yes.
Like a board of Congress.
Yes, there's people sitting down in chairs and writing notes.
Very serious
yes,
pipes.
Exactly. No.
We're silly. All right. You're awesome. Thank you.
Thank
and check out these. See, this is what you're missing. Wait, where are you?
Yes.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh my God.
This is what Leah brings. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
The friendship.
Can you see this? Look at that. It's crazy. You should be here, right? Where's my sign?
Yes.
Amazing. Awesome. Bonnie, can I bring you up, sir?
Bonnie.
Sure. Get the Bonster. Awesome. Welcome, sir. How you doing, man?
In the house. I am marvelous.
Awesome,
I'm doing
man.
marvelous.
So your name, what's the deal? How'd you get into this? And what's shaking?
I heard that as your name. What's the deal with that?
Yeah.
I'm Bonnie Cribs, and the deal is I'm the third, so there's a lot of Bonnies out there.
Nice.
But it's really interesting how I got in because I was already in another company.
Right.
And
right.
it was just one of those things. I don't think I could live up to my full potential being in it. There was just some resistance there. And I just knew that it wasn't what I had a passion about, and which I always had traveled. And so, when I got out of that other gig, I was just looking for something else.
Yeah.
And
now, couple questions with that. How long have you been in that company?
For 2.5, 2 and 3/4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So a few years.
What do you see a difference in culture? What's like the number one difference that you see?
Yeah, the total difference in culture. And this is, the thing that attracted me to WorldVentures so much was the fact that it was so diversified. There was just all races, there was all demographics, there was young, there was old. Everything was for WorldVentures. I mean, anyone can get into this, and everyone is interested. Versus the company that I was in, it was a very specific demographic, and which makes your target market, the person that you're talking to, a very specific demographic. Cool. And so I like it just because anyone is up for travel. I mean, you never talk to anyone that doesn't want to travel.
Right. Now, have you been able to take advantage of the product at all? Have you used it?
Yeah, I've used it several times. I've not gone on any dream trips, and I know that I know that.
Sure.
But I've used it just for everyday travel, just like Leah had mentioned, of last minute booking of hotels. Yeah. And you're not going to save that much money from looking at Hampton Inns and Fairfield Inns, but when you're looking at high-end hotels, you can save. I mean, you can get high-end hotels for less than what you're paying for the Fairfield Inn or Hampton Inn. Matter of fact, a couple weekends ago, I was in Atlanta, and the Ritz-Carlton downtown was cheaper than the Hampton Inn that I was staying at.
Wow,
and
that's
so,
cool.
I mean, it's 10 more miles away, but still a lot cheaper than the Hampton Inn. So you can't beat that.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. And then just to know that you get all you get your refund back from Rovia, pretty beautiful.
Yeah. So you do a lot of online videos. You do a lot of online stuff. Any suggestions for the person out there that's been considering maybe shooting some videos and trying to attract people to them? You got any tips in that regard?
Yeah, there's a couple things with that.
Sure.
Number one, just be yourself. You can't be Ray. No one can repeat what Ray does. It's just not possible. But you can be you, and you're the only one that can be you. And so, there's people that I connect with that maybe doesn't connect with Ray or that doesn't connect with someone else. But if you be yourself, if you're totally yourself, that's going to connect the people to you that you would naturally connect with anyway. And then it's just a matter of getting over yourself, getting over your fear, and just doing it. Cool. The more that you're out there, the more that you can be seen, the better off you are.
Awesome. Yeah. You excited for boot camp?
I'm so pumped about boot camp. And it was interesting, while ago, when you just said it's a lot more intense, because I was at United, and I was like, dude, that was some amazing training.
Yeah.
But I'm pumped now that you say that. It's just more hardcore. So
yeah, it is. That's what I've found. Share what was your take from United? What'd you get out of that?
It really is.
That was your first?
That was my first big event.
Okay.
It really did come back to anyone can do this, because it wasn't everyone on stage wasn't fitting a certain profile. Right. It was every demographic under the sun, young and old. And so that was really cool to me.
And all kinds of different countries too.
Oh, holy cow. Yeah. It just blows my mind that, 28 different countries now?
Yeah.
That blows my mind. So just the fact that anyone can do it, and you're seeing everyone on stage that just are normal, everyday people who have done great things because they knew that they could do great things.
Cool. So, awesome, man.
Awesome.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Yay, Bonnie. So if you want to meet Bonnie, make sure you get to boot camp. All right. Who wants to come up next? Curtis, you want some of this? Let's bring this guy. Yeah? Hey, whatever. Awesome, man.
It's right there. You want to put it on?
Sure, you can work on it.
Right? I heard it was a pool party, so let's bring this guy in. No.
Yeah. I feel like you need a different name though. Curtis. Bruce. All right,
dude.
So cool.
But this is how we dress.
I like
business attire.
I like it. See, you should come down here and have some pool parties with us. All right. So for those that may not know, name, how'd you get into WorldVentures, and share a little bit of your experience.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Curtis Phelan. We've worked together in a previous company. I was invited one day to Ray and Jessica's house, and they introduced this idea, and it was an instant. Ray just went around the room, and before he even came to me, it was like, I'm ready to go.
Nice.
So just the idea, the concept. I mean, what do most people want to do when they, make a lot of money or they build a business, especially a home-based business? They all want to travel. And in our previous company, we found that that's what everyone wanted to do. Right. They always performed more when they, we had an incentive, a cruise incentive, whatever. So anyways, so it was just natural to do this.
Yeah.
So what was another question you wanted?
Yeah, no.
That's how it started.
So what's been your experience? I think you've been to quite a few of the events.
I've been to every single event,
nice.
Every RT, every major event.
Awesome.
Only because you and all the leaders, they say what? You make everyone that attends events, I make 5 times the
Five
income.
times more.
Yeah, so that's kind of
And
what I wanted to do.
And by the way, that's not just something we throw out there. That's something that WorldVentures corporate actually looked at the incomes of people that show up to events and people that don't.
Mhm.
And on average, those who show up to events, their income is 5 times more. That's just the way that it is. So that's not something, sometimes I think people throw out things and they're like, just grasping for air. That's actually put out by WorldVentures corporate. So just so you know.
Yeah.
So why should people come to boot camp? Is it just to get like motivated, or is there an actual reason?
Your brain will go, mine has gone through, before every event, it goes through all these things. Do I really need to go?
Right.
I'm either I'm pumped up or I'm not, or maybe I'm not producing. I mean, there's times when we just aren't doing stuff. You know, we have ups and downs sometimes, and it's like, oh, I'm not really doing much. Maybe I shouldn't go. And those are the times I said I have to go. Yeah. And there's been times where I just did not have the money to go. Yeah. But what switched was I said, I'm going, and it just happened. Like sometimes within a week or 2 before the event. It just happened. It just came to me. Something happened. I made money. I recruited some people, whatever, and I was able to come. Or someone was generous enough to help me, whatever. And I got to the event. And I'm telling you, there's no way to describe the experience. I mean, you could watch a million movies on it. You could hear everyone talk about it. But until you get there, you really don't get it. I didn't understand WorldVentures. I mean, I thought I understood it, and I thought it was awesome and exciting. Once you get to the event, you're like, oh, now I see the picture. Now I get it. Yeah. And then plus you get to meet everyone. And it's like, I mean, you can walk up to Troy Brown and Jeff. I mean, the last event, I'm just sitting there and Jeff and Troy come over and shake my hand because we were right there. I was like, what? Like, No, I didn't even know if they knew me, but that's just how friendly they are. Yeah. And you want to connect with those types of people. So you can call them and ask them for help. I saw you earlier. I was on my way here, and I saw you on Periscope. Bonnie was Periscoping you, and you were talking about how open all the leaders are for help. Yeah. And I fail at it sometimes too. I have your number and Jessica's number, and I don't make the phone call, but I can just pick up the phone and call when I need help, which is really, really awesome. But anyways, you have to get to an event if you want to build this business big. It's a must, absolute must. Just figure it out. And by the way, when he was describing, you really don't know WorldVentures until you get to an event. There's all kinds of heads nodding. I saw a bunch of people. That's right. Everyone's and that really is the case. And I'll tell you, there's a business reason for you to go to events too, because if you don't go, then your teammates probably aren't going to go. And if your teammates aren't going to go, your next teammates aren't going to go, and you're actually creating a system of really doom because you just don't see people rank advanced that don't go to the events. And I'll give you a little word that, when we make calls and we tell people, hey, you're going to be at the event, can you make it? Almost always they all say, oh, I can't, I got this, I got that, or this, whatever, right? And we ask them this really simple question, and you kind of said it in a different way, but we said, how can you get there? Mm-hmm. How can we get you there? And that immediately, kind of like what Curtis said, he said, I just decided I'm going to go. Mm-hmm. When you make that decision or you ask yourself different questions, different things appear to you. When you say I can't, then that's all you're going to see. When you say, and that goes with anything, not just attending events. When you say I can't recruit anyone, I can't, say the right things when prospecting, I can't, you have to experience that. But when you say, how can I? Or when you say, I'm going to, all of a sudden your experience, the world around you actually changes. And so change your language, just like Curtis did. It was awesome. Right. One thing you just came up with, Ray, I wanted to mention was they always talk about the growth of your business is going to be determined by the amount of your team that you get to an event. Totally. So you just going to the event is great. It's awesome. But the more important thing is to get your people to the event. Yeah. Because like I said, they're going to see the culture. They're going to really see what's going on. I mean, you really have to experience it. It's like a vacation. It's like seeing it on the video and actually going on the vacation. You don't get the experience unless you're there. So I just wanted to throw that out. Absolutely. You get your people there. Yeah. Good stuff. Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. If you're, if there was like a universal point scale inside WorldVentures, I would say, obviously prospecting, that's, maybe a point or 2. Recruiting someone, maybe that's 3 or 4 points. Getting one of your teammates to an event, 5 points. It's actually higher than recruiting. And the chances of you getting someone to an event and you not going, pretty slim. It's really not going to happen. All right, who else would like to come up?
No. Anyone else want to come up here? Come up and share some goodies? Yeah, Joey, let's do this.
Leah was on our call the other day.
Yeah, you're tapped out, huh? All right, nice. Let's see, what's this say? Sorry for being awesome, man. No apology needed, sir. No apology needed. So,
should have a red circle across. Sorry.
yeah. Sorry, but not really. So awesome. So name, how'd you get into this whole deal, and a little bit of thoughts.
Joe DiGennaro, with these guys here, we were kind of hanging out at a bar once, and hey, come on over to my house.
That happens.
Come on over to my house. I want to show you something. Lisa brought me over.
Yeah.
Ray talked to me a little bit.
Yeah.
Got to grab those coattails.
Awesome.
That's what everybody always says. Grab the people you want to be like. Grab those coattails and ride on.
Yeah.
I want to tell one story about
Please.
airfare.
Airfare. Do it.
I really had it. I see things once in a while. I listen to everybody saying, hey, I go to hotels, I do this. I really didn't see a lot. And this summer, I was very, very sick last summer. And
Doing better now?
a lot better now.
Awesome. Nice.
Came back, and my sisters, which I have 4 sisters and a mother, so that's 5 mothers basically, told me that because of everything I went through, I had to come home for Christmas. I just got back into town.
Right.
And I said, I don't know if I could do it. Then I said, you know what, heck with it. Looked it up online. It's like $940. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to, because it was like 5 days till Christmas.
Right.
And went home, looked it up. Saw Southwest, which is actually, we're the only booking agent that carries Southwest.
Yeah.
$620.
Nice.
Booked it, go to work the next day. I get an email saying it was canceled.
Oh, no.
So now I'm like, oh man, come on.
This does end well, right?
Also, let me tell you. So I looked it up online again, $941. Called the family, said, hey, this is what I'm going to have to do. They said, don't worry, we'll try to help you out. I book it. 3 hours later, I'm working. I come back and I'm checking my phone. Rovia. I'm like, oh, great. Not another cancellation. It says, this is Rovia. We're crediting you back $450.
Wow.
3 hours.
So just so I'm clear, so you booked the one for $620, that got canceled, so they
Right.
refunded the $620.
$945.
Then you booked $945,
Right.
and they got you back $450.
And 3 hours later,
Wow.
they sent me an email saying, we're giving you $400 back.
And that was close to Christmas.
That was, I think it was
It's like a Christmas
4
present right
days. 4 days.
Wow,
So
that's
I was
awesome.
like, there's no way I'm going to get something that good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, Joe, that's really cool. Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
If you're watching on live stream, make sure you post in the group. Holy cow, Joe just shared how he saved $450 and awesome sauce. So you've been to a lot of the events, right?
Yes.
Share what goes on at events. What's cool about events? Or are they just terrible? Should no one ever go to them? Or are they pretty awesome?
They are spectacular. As the last one, every year, like Curtis said, you meet everybody. I mean, we went into a bar, Chris, my friend Chris, somebody might know him, I don't know.
Never heard of them.
He and I decided to go to this hotel and wait for everybody. They come in, and all of a sudden the owners come in, and they're like, hey, we're back up to him, like, hey, how you doing? He's like, oh, nice to meet you. He goes, hey, we're sitting at this huge table right here. If you guys want to come over and hang out with us, you guys can come over and hang out with us. I don't know about you, but any job that I've ever been in, my owners of the company have never invited me to even like sit in the same room with them, let alone the same table with them.
Right. That's powerful. That's really cool.
And of course, you're up there, and like I told Jessica in the last one, is it seems like it just felt longer, and more worth more.
Cool.
So I felt like
Got more out
as
of it.
they go, you learn more, and you gain more, and you get intertwined into the family.
Nice.
So I mean, it's
Awesome,
it's
man.
amazing the stories, the effects that they do to everybody.
Yeah. Cool.
And you get closer and closer to everybody even when they get bigger.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. Well, cool, dude. Well, thanks for sharing, my friend. Awesome. And yeah, that's been our experience from the very first event we went to, which was, I believe it was July of 2013, I think, July or August of 2013. That was boot camp, and it's just like so welcoming. You know, I've been around other companies and I've been around other leaders that kind of have this elite red velvet rope kind of, you know, approach, or don't touch the hem of my jacket, right? And that's just not WorldVentures. I mean, Wayne and all the guys, they're so down to earth, they're so amazing. And when you have that kind of experience, it really does reflect in your prospecting. You see, when people are scared to prospect, a lot of times it's because they're not sure about what they're prospecting about. And so getting around the leaders, seeing that they're down to earth, seeing that they really care about your success is a really, really big deal. So I want to see, Leah, can I bring you up? Is that cool? Can we do this? Yes. Nice. Awesome. How you doing?
Good.
Yay. So you guys may recall Leah from the call yesterday where she just ripped up the microphone and tore it up. Yeah, killed it. And so give us you know, your name, a little bit of background. How did you get into WorldVentures?
My name is Leah Hernandez, and I've done some network marketing, but just in and out of it. Curtis, with the beautiful blonde long hair, was up here talking.
Very glamorous.
Yes, it was very nice. He actually consistently saw that I belonged in WorldVentures. So
now explain what you mean there. What do you mean by consistently saw? And just here, step a little bit this way. All right.
Well, because I had so much going on, like I said, I was doing other businesses.
Yeah.
I always was too busy,
Yeah.
or something was going on, or life, you know. So he always constantly invited me to.
How many times did he invite you? I'm just curious.
I don't even know.
You got any ideas, Curtis? Any
it
ideas?
was a lot. More than I would
I
think
invited
in a year.
every Super
In a
Saturday,
year.
every travel party.
In a year, how many
Throughout
times
the
do you think?
week,
I probably heard from him a couple times in a month or 2 months, inviting me to something or seeing how I was doing, or
So you're
something.
saying 2 to 3 times a month for a year.
Yeah, in between that, like give or take. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 to 3 times per month, Curtis reached out to her to invite her to something, to check on her, to see where she was.
Yeah.
And you've like recruited what, 3 people in the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
So
4.
persistence, 4.
Yeah.
4 people. So think about that. Who did you not follow up with that could have recruited 4 people into your business in the last month?
Yeah.
Think about that. Ouch. Anyone? Anyone ouch? Yeah.
Those 4
So go ahead.
Oh, more? You want more?
Of course.
Yeah. So I picked him up, and and Michael too, and we went to Miami or Fort Lauderdale to the
RT regional training. Yep.
Okay, and we enjoyed ourselves a lot.
Nice.
So that was good. It was a good experience, you know, to see people were dancing.
Nice.
Everybody was like real into helping each other. It was just a good time to watch everybody's morale like at a high point.
Nice.
So after that, you know, I came home and I just started the process of building my brain to make it happen.
Yeah.
So
how did you reach out to these 4 people?
mostly
They warm
Facebook.
market or?
My first one was cold market, but on Facebook.
Okay.
And I just was up one night talking to her, and I asked her what she did, and she told me, and I sent her the video because we were talking about it, and I asked her if I could send her the video, and I sent it to her, and she signed up that night. So
Now notice what she said. She said, I asked her if I could send the video.
I asked her.
See, some of you are just sending unsolicited links and people don't read it. So don't just hit someone with the video. Ask them, hey, can I send you the video? Are you open to taking a look? Don't just send a link because people ignore that. That's why you're not hearing things back.
Yeah, they don't like that.
No.
Yeah. So I sent it to her. She signed up. And then the next couple people that I signed up was either Warm Market or let's see. Another one was Cold Market.
Okay.
I met with him and I showed him and we
Where'd
talked.
you meet him?
I met him at Wawa.
Wawa.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like
Oh,
7-Eleven.
oh, okay.
gas station.
So you were like pumping gas or
Yeah,
something?
it's like no. I had him meet me there so I could talk to
Oh,
him about it, you know.
Okay.
And I sent him the video prior to that on that day.
Yeah.
And then he met me there and we kind of talked about it and then he went home and he signed up.
Awesome.
So, and
Super
then the
cool.
other ones were warm market. There were people that I knew and,
Yeah.
and then I just, a lot of people ask me what I'm doing now on Facebook because I'm constantly posting something that's either uplifting,
Right.
about going somewhere.
Yeah.
I link people that are interested in it and we talk like out loud, I guess. You can't really say out loud on Facebook because you're on Facebook, but so people can see it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I do that. So people, I know people are reading what I'm saying. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you. Thanks for sharing. Yay.
All right, awesome.
Well, awesome. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because we got a party to go on. We got, I don't know, I can't take them for a tour, right? Because it's kind of rigged up there. But no.
Just the microphone.
Yeah, no tour for you. Move to Southwest Florida and then you can come enjoy it. Yeah, you got the aquarium. You're good. But anyway, so we got some pool games to play. We got some lots and lots of food to eat. So appreciate you for joining in. I hope to see you guys at boot camp. Rock and roll. Feel free to share this replay with other people, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
See you later.